Okay, so now let's continue with the second part of the chapter. But before that, I would like to apologize sebab masa awal-awal video, I kata kita dekat chapter 12, shares capital financing. Actually, we are at chapter 11. Okay, so topik masih sama, chapter 11, cerita berkenaan dengan share capital financing. And in this video, kita akan start daripada slides number 15. First, kita akan tengok berkenaan dengan shares buyback. Mungkin pernah dengar perkataan shares buyback ataupun selalu juga orang sebut sebagai share repurchase. It is a situation when a company buys its own outstanding share. Kenapa company beli dia punya share sendiri? To reduce the number of shares available on the open market. Okay, so banyaklah antara reason why does a company purchase its own share. First sekali, mungkin maybe to support share price during a depressed period by controlling demand and supply of the share. So bila dalam keadaan yang macam a bit depressed, untuk naikkan balik share price, dia akan beli its own share. Sebab bila dia nak beli dia punya share sendiri, demand for the share akan increase. So when demand is higher, what happen to share price? Share price is expected to increase. Okay, another reason is to distribute surplus cash to shareholders in form of cash dividend. Ada juga company yang buat shares buyback to improve capital structure. Cara dia nak improve its capital structure, dia nak modify leverage, gearing and debt to equity ratio. And another reason is share buybacks or share repurchase is used as a defense mechanism against hostile takeover attempt by reducing public shareholdings. Dia tak nak ramai sangat orang yang jadi shareholders of the share. So that's why dia beli sendiri dia punya own share. Jadi dia boleh control in term of percentage of shareholding. Okay, selalunya orang guna juga, bukan orang lah, shareholders may view buybacks as a signal of corporate health and optimism from company's manager that their shares are undervalued. So ada jugalah company yang buat shares buyback sebagai satu signal kepada shareholders yang okay, we are doing well, our shares are undervalued, meaning that the share price is going to increase in the near future. So itu antara reason kenapa company buat shares buyback ataupun share repurchase. Okay, looking from the perspective of Companies Act, Section 67A stated that only a public company can exercise share buyback. So kalau private company tak dibenarkan untuk praktis ataupun untuk beli balik their own shares. Tapi untuk public company dibenarkan untuk buat share repurchase dengan syarat, first, the company is solvent. The consideration for the share buyback exercise must come from distributable retained profit or share premium accounts. Tak boleh daripada sumber yang lain. The shares are quoted on the bursa and the purchase is made through Bursa Malaysia. So dia kena saham tu di listed dekat bursa dan nak beli balik tu pun kena buat melalui bursa. Condition yang lain, the purchase is made in good faith and it is made in the interest of the company. So dia benarkan public company untuk beli balik saham dia sendiri, tapi dengan 5 syarat ni lah. Kalau tak fulfill this condition, dia kira macam tak follow Companies Act. So adalah dia dah commit offences. Okay, so bila company tu dah beli balik its own shares, apa yang company boleh buat? First, option pertama, dia boleh cancel the shares so purchase. So dia beli balik saham tu, lepas tu dia terus cancel. Terus kiranya tak ada lah, tak wujud lah kan that saham. Or second option, retain the shares so purchase in treasury and such shares thereafter to be known as treasury shares. So dia boleh je simpan saham yang dibeli balik tadi tu, dan kita akan categorizekan dia sebagai treasury shares. So untuk treasury shares ni, director boleh buat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ada 5 pilihan dia nak buat apa dengan that treasury shares yang dalam box color purple tu. The third option is mungkin company nak retain parts of the share. Ada sebahagian daripada share yang dibeli balik tu dia nak retain dalam treasury shares, dan ada lagi sebahagian dia nak cancel. So ada 3 pilihan lah, sama ada nak cancel semua sekali ataupun semua sekali nak letak dalam treasury shares, retain dalam company and categorizekan sebagai treasury shares, or dia buat pembahagian. Ada certain portion nak retain as a treasury shares, another portion ataupun the remainder tu akan di-cancel. Okay, sekarang kita nak tengok properties of treasury shares. So, masa awal-awal chapter, kita dah discuss ada 2 classes of shares. We have ordinary and preference share. So, apa jadi dengan shares yang company beli balik tadi tu, shares buyback tu? Kalau dia retain as a treasury shares, no dividend entitlement, tak boleh dah untuk dia claim dividend. No voting right, not entitled to any notice of general meeting, not taken into account for substantial shareholdings or takeover, tak dikira sebagai not taken into account in calculating the number of percentage of shares of a class of shares for any purpose. Dia macam dia tak bagi apa-apa meaning lah. Dia tak boleh macam ada percentage of shareholdings or what. No rights for requisitioning of meeting. Dia tak boleh pun nak request ataupun nak minta untuk diadakan meeting. And also, these treasury shares are not counted for quorum purpose. So, dia retain sebagai shares, cumanya the rights and power attached to ordinary or preference share tu dah tak ada lah kan, sebab tak ada dividend, tak boleh vote, tak ada rights pun untuk dapat notice ke general meeting. So bila notice pun tak dapat, of course lah dia tak ada rights untuk attend, participate and speak dekat meeting. Here are some of the properties of treasury shares. Okay, done with the share buybacks. Now we proceed to transfer and transmission of shares. Nampak macam dua benda yang lebih kurang, transfer, pemindahan saham. Transmission pun macam a little bit macam membawa maksud pindah kan. But then sebenarnya these two action memberi maksud yang berbeza. Okay, let's look at transfer of share first. It is a voluntary transfer of ownership from one person to another. Okay. So, untuk transfer ni, parties yang involved ada transferor, orang yang pindahkan, and the transferee, orang yang dapat saham yang dipindahkan tu. dua parti sahajalah. Okay. Dan kalau you masih ingat masa awal-awal kita cerita berkenaan dengan criteria of a public and private company. Untuk public company, they are free to transfer their shares kecuali ada restriction dalam constitution. While on the other hand, for a private company, tak boleh transfer share kecuali ada certain exception. Okay, yang tu transfer. Sekarang kita tengok pula transmission. Kalau transfer tadi, voluntary transfer, dia memang willing kan, rela ataupun secara sukarela nak pindahkan saham tu. While untuk transmission of share, it is a compulsory transfer of title to share by the operation of law. Kenapa dah jatuh hukum wajib pindahkan share tu? Sebab berlakunya kematian, bankruptcy or lunatic. Okay. Kalau tadi transfer hanya melibatkan transferor and transferee, for transmission it might involve other parties such as administrator. Kalau you belajar dalam taxation, we call it as executor, kan, pentadbir tu, receiver, and sometimes melibatkan juga court. Okay. Apa lagi perbezaan antara transfer dengan transmission? Kalau transfer, kena ada consideration. Kita pindahkan saham daripada transferor pindah kepada transferee, dan in return transferor tu akan dapat consideration lah. Mungkin dibayar dalam bentuk duit ataupun dalam bentuk saham. Apa-apa saja dia dapat balik lah kan, sebab dia buat pemindahan. While for transmission, sebab kita buat transmission of share tu wajib, transfer yang dilakukan secara wajib, therefore no consideration shall be paid. Okay. So hopefully by now we dah boleh differentiate lah macam mana transfer of share and macam mana transmission of share. Here in this slide number 20, we provide to you some bukan summary lah, dia macam kita ringkaskan sikit prosedur kalau nak buat transfer of shares in a public company. Okay, so lebih kurang cerita dia, shareholder yang nak transfer share tu, dia akan open a CDS account, Central Depository System account. Dalam tu buka account CDS tu, dan dia akan bagi selling order kepada agent. Agent ni sebenarnya remiser lah. Kita selalu dengar kan perkataan remiser, orang yang menguruskan jual beli saham. So remiser dapat selling order from shareholders, dia akan sell slip kepada central buyer. So central buyer ni adalah stockbroking company. Central buyer akan enter the order dalam SCORE. SCORE stands for System on Computerized Order Routing and Execution. So bila dah masukkan order dalam SCORE, akan ada matching buy order. Siapa yang nak beli saham tadi tu, dan dia akan go back to central buyer. Central buyer akan buat trade confirmation, sahkan berkenaan dengan that transaction, and nombor 6, central buyer akan confirm the trading with the agent, and the agent will confirm that the shares are sold with the shareholders. Okay, and last step, central buyer tu akan keluarkan contract notes kepada shareholders. So ni lebih kurang lah cerita dia. Kalau you nak tahu dengan lebih lanjut, maybe boleh pergi dekat website Bursa ataupun Securities Commission. Dia akan cerita lebih banyak lah berkenaan dengan cara untuk buat transfer of shares in a public company. Tadi kita tengok cara untuk buat pemindahan share, transfer of share. Yang ni pula kalau berlakunya death of members and then the share tu is compulsory to be transmit to the receiver kan, sebab member sudah meninggal, so nak kena pindahkan kepada orang lain. Kalau members meninggal without a will, tak ada wasiat apa-apa, orang yang akan dapat tu adalah the next of kin, saudara dia, and document involved is the letter of administration. While kalau members die with a will, dah ada dalam wasiat, senanglah sebab dah ada hitam putih. So mungkin dua lah orang yang akan menguruskan tu mungkin adalah personal legal representative ataupun executors. So dia punya prosedur ni lebih nampak macam lebih senang lah as compared to yang transfer of shares tadi. Okay, so we are almost at the end of this chapter. Satu je lagi kita nak discuss a bit berkenaan dengan dividend. So rasanya by now you dah tahulah dividend adalah form of return to shareholders for their investment. Diorang beli saham, and in return diorang akan dapat dividen lah sebagai balasan daripada dia punya pelaburan tu kan. Okay. Final dividend have to be approved by shareholders at AGM and duly recommended by the board. So BOD akan recommend dividend rate dan approval untuk buat pembayaran of final dividend tu kena dibuat oleh shareholders semasa AGM. Any dividend to be paid must be paid out of profit or the share premium accounts and must be paid in cash. Okay, so nak buat pembayaran dividen tu kena hasil daripada keuntungan ataupun share premium account dan kena buat dalam bentuk cash. And kena make sure there are sufficient tax credit with the Inland Revenue Board. Okay, dekat bawah tu dalam kotak purple tu dia cerita kalau director or officer will fully permit the payment of dividend menggunakan fund selain daripada profit or the share premium account, dia akan dikenakan penalti sebanyak 250,000 maksimum or 10 years imprisonment or both, kedua-duanya sekali. Now kita nak tengok procedures of payment of dividend in a public listed company. So public listed company, company yang disenaraikan di bursa lah kalau Malaysia kan. Dia akan inform bursa yang dia nak buat pembayaran dividen. And at the same time, dia akan file form 53A lodged with SSM. And company juga akan buat board meeting untuk pass resolution. Dalam that resolution, dia akan tentukanlah berapa rate of dividend, entitlement date, kita nak bayar daripada tarikh bila ke bila, date of payment, bila nak bayar, notice of closure of books, instruct bank to open dividend account. So, bila dah settle, lepas dah semasa AGM, shareholders semua dah approve, dia akan keluarkan dividend warrant dan dividend warrant tu akan didistribute kepada shareholders. Yang declare lah berapa banyak dividen dan berapa banyak dividen yang akan dibayar. So ni lebih kuranglah cerita secara ringkas macam mana procedures for payment of dividend in the public listed company. Okay, here I provide to you a past year's question from semester December 2019. Part A, you have to briefly explain reason for a company to purchase its own share. So tadi kita dah discuss kenapa company buat shares buyback or shares repurchase. While for part B, question suruh explain how debentures may be differentiated in Malaysia, procedures to issue debentures, as well as the qualification of the trustee for debenture holders. So for chapter 11 ni, kita belum discuss lagi berkenaan dengan debentures because debentures will be discussed in the next chapter. Okay, chapter 12. So yang ni kita hold dulu, okay? Alright, another set of past years here is from semester June 2019. First question, part A, provide 4 rights conferred to the holders of ordinary share. So, dia tanya berkenaan dengan rights and powers of ordinary shares. So, kalau you ingat lagi apa? Boleh vote, boleh speak, participate and attend meeting. Dia boleh buat apa lagi? Entitled for equal dividend. Okay, so refer balik to your notes. Rasanya tu soalan dia macam very direct. The second part, part B, cerita berkenaan dengan Ommal Sdn Berhad. It is a private company. First kali, one of the shareholders, Puan Ziha, would like to give her shares kepada anak dia, Encik Ahmad. However, she is confused between the transfer and transmission. So, question asks you to explain with example the differences between transfer and transmission of share. So, yang ni kalau you masih ingat lah kan, transfer is a voluntary, while kalau transmission it is a compulsory. Transfer melibatkan dua pihak, transferor and transferee, while transmission mungkin melibatkan administrator, receiver and even a court order. Kalau transfer tak memerlukan transfer memerlukan consideration, while transmission sebab dia dilakukan secara compulsory, tak ada pilihan, no consideration shall be paid. Okay, so nanti tengok baliklah in your notes. B, ada prospective investor Encik Nazri, dia write to the company to inform his interest in purchasing 20,000 shares of the company. In exchange for the shares, Encik Nazri will provide the company 2 vans. So dia nak beli 20,000 shares dan sebagai bayaran dia punya consideration, dia akan bagi 2 biji van bernilai 60,000. Describe the procedure for Encik Nazri's application for new share. So dia tanya berkenaan dengan prosedur kalau Encik Nazri nak beli saham dalam private company. 8 markah. Last sekali, based on the latest OSB Board of Directors meeting, all directors have agreed to distribute 10% final dividend. Advise the board on the distribution of the dividend in accordance with the requirement of the Companies Act. So dia tanya apakah procedures kalau kita nak buat pembayaran dividend as per requirement of the Companies Act. Okay, so I guess that's all for chapter 11. We stop here. And then if you have any question, feel free to ask in the group WhatsApp or in the UFutures punya learning activities. Okay, so thank you.